especially when you're going to do some baking. And or just to have as a snack for dessert in the evening that you can count on that's not going to be super high in carbohydrates. And one of them is going to be Lily's chocolates. And you can see right there what the carbohydrates are. And they come in all kinds of flavors. They're pretty expensive, but this bar I've had for a month or so and have used very little of it. I use that in adding some actual chocolate shavings to a mousse that I made. Okay, you can also get an absolute black with cocoa nibs, and this one is going to be 6 grams of carbohydrate, 4 grams of fiber. So subtract your fiber, that's 2 net carbs, and there's no sugar alcohol. So this is going to be 2 net carbs for a quarter of a bar. Okay. Something else that's really good for used for baking is roasted cocoa nibs. And this is only 4 grams of carbohydrate and 2 grams of dietary fiber. So that's going to be 2 grams of net carbs for every 2 tablespoons. And this is really inexpensive. This is the least expensive of the cocoa baking things I'm showing you. And this is at Trader Joe's, and I believe it's either $1.99 or $2.99. If I don't find the stuff at Trader Joe's that I want, I'll look on Amazon, because that's going to be the next least expensive, and you can get it, obviously, if you have Prime in 2 days or less. And then the other way I'll go is Whole Foods has a lot of this stuff that you need as well. Okay. So this is cacao butter, and this is utilized in, when I make brownies, I use cacao butter in the brownies that I make. This has 0 grams of net carbohydrates. So this is pretty good. It's very creamy. Trader Joe's organic virgin coconut oil. I use this in making bulletproof coffee. I use it for baking. I use it for cooking savory things. I use it for a whole host of things. This is really good to have. And this has 14 grams of fat and 0 carbohydrates and 0 grams of protein. So I like that. Another item that's good to have on hand is going to be your pork rinds. And pork rinds have 0 carbohydrates, 9 grams of fat, and 8 grams of protein.
Those have a lot of protein.
Yeah, they do. So almond flour is another key essential if you're going to be doing keto baking or cooking. I use this almond flour in my fathead pizza dough. I use it in baking if I'm going to make brownies or cookies. But just remember, this is ground up almonds, so there's a lot of nutritional value in here, and your carbohydrates can jump up depending upon how much you eat. So this is going to be 5 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, so that's 2 grams net carbs in every quarter cup. Coconut flour is another good thing to cook with. The difference here is that coconut flour absorbs a lot of liquid. So if a recipe calls for 1 cup of almond flour, you're only going to use a quarter cup of coconut flour. It'll absorb a whole lot of liquid.
And you can fry chicken with it.
You can fry chicken with it. What I might do is use a combination of these two and kind of work with that and play around with it, or look on Pinterest for some keto-friendly recipes for fried chicken that utilize these. Okay, so another thing that I like to have on hand, hang on just one second. Okay, so Swerve, this is expensive. So this is 4 carbs per teaspoon, which is a lot of carbs per teaspoon. But this is 4 grams of erythritol. That's where your carbs are coming from. And this is a sugar alcohol. So you can deduct sugar alcohols from your carbohydrates. So you have 0 grams of net carbs in Swerve.
And what do you use that for? It's a sugar replacement, so like you can put it in
just about anything that you can use it. And as the picture shows, they've got it as a topping on top of creme brulee. You can use it. This particular one is granular, so you could put it in tea, you could put it in coffee, you could do it, anything that you would use sugar for, you can use this for. But it is very expensive. So I think this bag was like $8, I think, on sale.
Okay.
My favorite sweetener is Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. This is the golden, so this is like having brown sugar. This is 4 grams of carbohydrates and 4 sugar alcohol. So again, 0 net carbs. And that's in a teaspoon, so it's same as the Swerve. But I think that this is a better flavor and more natural, less chemical. And it also comes in little packets. And I ordered these off of Amazon. So this came from Grocery Outlet. This came from Amazon. And it's just those little packets that you can put in your pocket if you want to add some sweetener to your iced tea if you go out to eat or something. Okay, then we also have Splenda brand, and it has, now this is saying a half-packed teaspoon has 2 grams of carbohydrate and 2 sugars. So they're obviously mixing it with something that's got sugar, and they've got molasses in here, sucralose, glycerin. So this is actually going to be the highest because it's not saying sugar alcohols, it's saying sugar. And when it says sugar, you can't deduct anything. So in a half a teaspoon, this is 2 grams of carbohydrates. This is ridiculously high. Okay, here's something called Pure. And this is a granular all-purpose sweetener, and it's a stevia blend. So when you see something that says blend, you always need to read the package and find out what it's blended with. And this is erythritol and organic stevia leaf extract. This has 2 grams of carbohydrates in a half teaspoon. It has 0 sugar, and the erythritol is 2, so that's again a sugar alcohol, so you can deduct that, and you're going to have a net 0 carbs on this Pure.
Okay.
And I got this at Ross. I always scan the aisles at Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshall's just to see if they have any stuff in their cooking aisles that are keto friendly. This is kind of expensive, but I hadn't tried this before, so I wanted to pick it up and see how it tastes. Okay, run, do not walk to your nearest grocery outlet. They had these bags of Duke sausages for $4.99. That's amazing. It's a 16-ounce package, and your macros are 2 links is 1 serving, 25 grams. Total fat is 11 grams. Your carbohydrate is less than 1 gram. Fiber 0, and protein is 7. So this is a very good keto-friendly snack. Again, Grocery Outlet has them currently for $4.99 for a 16-ounce package, which is a great deal. Zevia, and it's a soda that is 0 calories, and it's sweetened with stevia. This is the strawberry one, and it has 0 protein, 0 sugars, 0 carbs, 0 sodium, and 0 fat. Anaya had one of these the other night, and she said she loved it. They're delicious. They're not bad for you. It's not as healthy as drinking straight water, but it's a pretty good little soda treat. These are Grillo's pickles. I got them at Costco. They're less than 1 gram of carbohydrate. They are 0 fat and 0 protein, and calories are 5. These are pretty good. They're fresh made pickles.